Last time on Dragon Ball GT, the Dragon Team has defeated Baby, a surprise visit from a set of Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks from the Dragon Ball Super reality tipped the balance even after a Tuffle Gogeta fusion. The two sets of heroes helped evacuate Earth as the Black Star Dragon Balls blew it up, and the Super Team promised to take them to their own reality so they can never be used for evil again. Sadly, the time machine was damaged and in need of repair. While they wait, the team relaxes, trains, and enjoys this strange reality. But a dark menace awaits. Will their combined forces be enough? A clash begins now. Universal collision. What if Goku and Vegeta went into GT?
The Dragon Team celebrated another martial arts tournament. It had been a long time since their last one, so it was a good time, though they all agreed to give the final match to Mr. Satan. The adult Goku was telling GT Vegeta all about his last tournament, one that had incredible challenges. Vegeta could barely believe it. To their surprise, however, there is a loud knock on the door. Pan goes to open it. Super Goku and Vegeta's eyes widen instantly. It was Zamasu. Goku jumps in front of Pan, pushing her aside, but the body simply falls. He was alive, but really weak. And then it clicked. It wasn't Zamasu, not really, because he could feel the key of GT Goku in there. With the last of his breath, GT Goku whispered something about a hole in the sky. Gohan yelled at Pan to go get a senzu bean from Korin Tower, but as she rushed out, she called for everyone to come out. There was a giant rip in the sky, as if someone had cut through it. There was electricity coming from it, and buildings were being lifted up. Pan continued towards Korin Tower. GT Trunks agreed to stay behind and looked after GT Goku, while the rest went out and investigate. The Super Team feared the worst. As they approached the rip in the sky, they realized that it was over West City, and the city was being torn apart. Some things looked distorted. That's when they heard a voice from behind. The voice of little kid Goku, but he spoke as if he was a divine being. Goku and Vegeta knew what this was about. The voice told them about mortals, and their disgusting use of time travel, their lack of morality. That is why they had to die. GT Vegeta and the rest were confused, but future Trunks explained. This isn't the Goku you know. This is Zamasu. He took your Goku's body, and he will destroy the whole universe if we don't stop him. Though, the hole in the sky is sort of new.
Ha! So you knew of my plan already. The doctors were right about you three. Your reality will make a fine dish for justice.
What are you on about, Zamasu?
You! You are the one whose body I wanted, but Shenron gave me this weaker one. No matter. Once I obtain his new state, no one will be able to stop me.
Wait, Kakarot, isn't that…
Everyone looked up and realized something horrific. Beyond the hole in the sky, there was a mirror version of West City, but one that seemed slightly younger. One with their own Gohan, Goten, and Trunks fighting against a set of villains.
That's right. The doctors wanted a simple plan of ripping a hole from hell into Earth. But once I overheard them, I had a better idea. The stories they would tell about a so-called Goku disgusted me. Even more so when Mew told of a new Goku that seemingly appeared from a different reality. By using the concept of ripping a hole from hell, I helped them destroy the dividing line between this reality and your son, Goku. The mortals in this dimension aren't enough. I must purge all mortals from every reality.
The old went cold, but acted quickly. GT Gohan and Super Vegeta rushed into the hole, while Goku, Trunks, and GT Vegeta rushed towards Zamasu. But before they could reach him, Zamasu jumped backwards and revealed that he wasn't alone. He wasn't the only one to come out of hell, and a huge set of villains attacked the heroes, including some exclusive to each other's timelines. For example, Gohan did not recognize a purple Vegeta, but Goku recognized him instantly as Potafu. Meanwhile, Vegeta and GT Gohan crossed the line into Super's universe. They watched as Gohan, Goten, and Trunks all fought a mysterious set of enemies, but Super Vegeta couldn't believe it when he saw it. Gohan and the rest were battling two Android 17s. One was clearly the one they knew, the one that had saved the universe in the Tournament of Power, but the second one wore 17's old outfit. They were both terrifyingly powerful. Goten and Trunks were extremely hurt, but Gohan tried his best. Vegeta and GT Gohan landed down and explained everything they knew, while keeping 17 at bay. Ultimate Gohan was confused as he watched his GT self turn into a Super Saiyan 2.
It's too late, Gohan. Even these two can't help you now.
What are you talking about? We defeated you once, we will again.
You don't get it. Your 17 fell easily under our control thanks to the power of our Hellfighter 17.
Meanwhile, Pan rushed over to get the sensu beans, but she watched as Yajirobe and Korin fell off the tower. Pan managed to save them, but recognized that another set of Korin and Yajirobe were falling. She was able to save them too, though the second set was quite hurt. Pan asked what was going on, but before anyone could answer, a piece of the lookout came crashing down, scratching her cheek. She looked up in horror. Jiro smirked as the heroes watched the two androids form up towards one another and overlap. A bright light was emitted, and a new being was born. Super Android 17.
And much like our dear 17 here, our universes will collide and become one.
Pan's eyes widened, witnessing the collision of both Korin Tower and the Lookout against another set of Korin Tower and Lookout. There wasn't just a portal to another dimension. The binding between the dimensions itself was being destroyed. The battle between Goku and the forces from Hell continued. Though they didn't have much trouble, it did keep them away from Zamasu. GT Trunks ran towards the stolen body, trying to fight him off. However, not even his Super Saiyan was enough, as Black was above and beyond Trunks' power. Goku tried to stop Trunks from attacking, but it was too late. He was sent flying off into the crowd of villains. Goku managed to save him by blasting the crowd, but Black kicked Goku in the face and through the portal, only to be grabbed by Super 17 immediately after passing through. His energy was being absorbed quickly, but Super Vegeta grabbed him and pulled him out. The battle between the dimensions continued. Though most of the villains that Dr. Gero, Black, and Mew had taken from Hell were being defeated, Super 17 and Black were giving the heroes a lot of trouble, basically ping-ponging them between dimensions. It wasn't long before Android 18 arrived, carrying with her an extremely hurt Krillin. Tiana, Yamcha, Chaozu, and other heroes from Earth were busy around the globe, trying to save people, as buildings collapsed or were being lifted up into the other universe. It seemed like, as Black fought, he learned a little bit more about how to use this body, but he knew that this wasn't his maximum strength. Far away, in outer space, a small hole ripped. This confused Frieza, who was sitting on top of his spaceship, looking over the universe, planning his next move. From it, two figures emerged. One was a mirror image version of Frieza, and the other was Cell. Frieza was confused. He thought it was some kind of prank by Goku and Vegeta, but once the Hell version of Frieza and Cell claimed themselves to be the rightful rulers of the universe, Frieza couldn't help but laugh. He asked his other self to transform into his golden form so they could have a fair match, but GT Frieza had no idea what he was talking about. In response, the flabbergasted Frieza turned into his golden state, blasting both of them back where they came from. The hole closed off, and Frieza went back to his business, wondering what the hell was going on. Jiro kept babbling on and on about taking over the universes, but Mew had had enough of it, and nodded over at Android 17 while going over to the GT reality. Super 17 pointed his arm at Jiro, blasting him away. 18 was in disbelief, though she didn't pity Jiro. GT Vegeta had one more thing under his sleeve. After seeing the power of both Super Saiyan 4 and the Super Saiyan gods, he asked Bulma for help. Together, they worked on a machine, and this was the result. Bulma, who was watching everything from the other side of the portal, saw Vegeta's signal and fired the Bloods wave from an antenna dish coming out of Capsule Corp. This hit Vegeta square on, and he transformed into an Ozaru. The rampaging monster scared everyone, with Zamasu and 17 laughing. But the Ozaru focused his eyes on Goku Black. Then, he came to his senses. His form became small again, transforming into a Super Saiyan 4. His power was immense, very impressive, but Goku Black admitted that he wasn't the only one to be able to transform like that, and now that the blood waves had dissipated around them, it would be easier than ever for him to transform, and with that, he snapped his fingers, his body morphing into his own godly version of Super Saiyan 4.
This is the new power you mortals have. But what do you think of this guy? Is it not beautiful? I shall call this Divine Super Saiyan 4.
Around the same time, Pan got to GT Goku, giving him a sensu bean. Pan, GT Goku, and Trunks all rushed towards the arena, but a hurt GT Gohan yelled at them to stop, to not get any closer, to instead find the Dragon Balls. Ultimate Gohan couldn't help but stare at Pan. It was very strange to see his little girl all grown up. He smiled, but told her that yeah, they need to find the Dragon Balls, that they will explain everything later. However, Goku Black chuckled. He said that he had already used the Dragon Balls. That's how he stole Goku's body. That's how he collapsed the two universes. The last wish had taken so much power out of Shenron that he was only able to make 2 wishes. But Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta smirked, saying that Goku Black hadn't taken into account one thing. There's currently 2 sets of Dragon Balls. Goku Black was taken aback, but GT Goku, Trunks, Gohan, and Pan all knew what he was talking about. They instantly went to get the Dragon Radar and spread through the world, looking for the Dragon Balls. Goku Black was going to try to stop them, but an angered Super Saiyan Blue Goku stepped in the way. The battle continued. Android 18 did her best to try to reason with Super 17, but nothing was getting through to him. In fact, she was simply slapped away. Super Trunks tried his hardest against him too, along with Vegeta, but it was difficult to keep up with them. After all, the Android 17 they knew was one of the strongest fighters in all of the universes. At the same time, Ultimate Gohan, Blue Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta fought against Goku Black, but the evil god could create duplicates of himself, keeping everyone at bay. They couldn't figure out a way to defeat them, especially without damaging Goku's body or killing Android 17. During their battle, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta thought of something. It was going to be very risky, since he hadn't used this technique since his battle against Moro. He disappeared from sight. Super 17 tried to detect him, but he was nowhere to be found. Trunks and 18 began to fire blasts at Super 17, forcing him to open his barrier. But right as he was going to, Vegeta jumped in from behind, grabbing him in a full Nelson. Super 17 laughed. He thought that Vegeta was going to sacrifice himself. Super 17 could simply absorb that energy, but Vegeta told him that he wasn't going to do that. In fact, he was going to save the 17 he knew. Holding on from one side, he pulled out his arm, pointing his open palm at 17. The android felt like he was being pulled apart. He didn't understand what was happening. Remember, Hellfighter 17 is a Neo Machine mutant. So, although he is a machine, he's much more complicated than that. He's much more similar to General Rildo than he is Android 19. Plus, the androids in GT are said to have a key. Goku, while fighting Goku Black, recognizes what his friend is doing. He's using Spirit Vision to divide the 17s. His arm starts to shake. This is taking a lot out of Vegeta. But there's something that feels like an explosion. And the next thing 18 sees is Vegeta holding on to Android 17, while Hellfighter 17 looked at his hands in horror. A tearful Android 18 blasted at Hellfighter 17, along with Trunks. Hell 17's eyes widened as he perished. Mew was trying to think of something to do. He had to get away, he had to escape, he knew that he was next. Without his creation, there was nothing to protect him. After all, he was immortal too. Mew watched in horror, but felt something sharp strike him through the stomach. Goku Black had teleported behind him and ended him as well. But the battle against Black was not over quite yet. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Goku were doing well, but it was clear that the combination of Super Saiyan 4 and Zamasu's Divine Ki had created a true monster. Vegeta fired a final shine attack that sent Goku Black flying through the portal. Goku appeared behind him and fired a Kamehameha right back into the portal again. Black was getting tired of this game. He commanded his clones to attack. At the same time, the Dragon Ball hunters were having a hard time. There's no way they could find the Dragon Balls in such little amount of time. They needed to help the fighters somehow. That's when GT Trunks had an idea. They had one set of Dragon Balls already, the Black Star Dragon Balls that the Super Team was supposed to take to their universe. Of course, this was dangerous. After 1 year, the planet would explode. But Goku agreed. This was a great idea. Right now, with Zamasu's body and after the Senzu Bean, Goku is able to teleport. He could bring the Dragon Balls over to the planet that Baby had created, New Planet Plant. There, they could make the wish to give Goku back his original body, and he could go help them. Pan and the rest agreed, and they headed to the lookout to get the Dragon Balls. Goku told everyone to head over to the battle site, but be careful, while he teleported over to Planet Plant. There, Ultimate Shenron appeared before him. Goku apologized for the inconvenience, but asked to get his body back. Goku Black grabbed Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Goku by the head and smashed them against each other. 2 clones approached each of the fighters, with scythes pointing straight at them. They were ready to cut them down. However, as the scythe swung towards Super Saiyan Blue Goku, there was a silver flare that pushed everyone away. When Vegeta opened his eyes, all of the clones were gone. There was just the incredible power of Ultra Instinct Goku. This only helped to make Goku Black even more upset. This was a power exclusive to gods. There's no way that someone like him could have it. He tried to attack again, but nothing was working this time. Goku ducked under one of the punches. Goku followed it up with an incredible uppercut. As his fist made contact with Goku Black's face, his body changed. Instead of being Goku's Super Saiyan 4 body, it was now just Zamasu. The punch created a wave of energy around them that sent Zamasu flying off into the hole where he came from. But he was going to return. He was about to rush back in. Ultra Instinct Goku smiled, looking up at the portal. Then he turned. He saw Super Saiyan 4 Goku back to normal. GT Goku commented on how he needed to be taught that new technique. Ultra Instinct Goku promised to. The two turned towards the portal. Ultra Instinct Goku pushed back his right arm, cupping his hand. Super Saiyan 4 Goku did the same, but with his left hand. The two created a red and silver energy sphere. They screamed out the Kamehameha, pushing both their hands forward. At the same time, Vegeta fired a final shine attack, and Ultimate Gohan, a giant Masenko. Zamasu tried to escape, but it was too late. The blast consumed him completely, creating a sort of sphere. It exploded. Goku Black was defeated. Super 17 was defeated. Both universes were safe. Everyone returned to normal, to their base form. The people from the Dragon Ball Super universe returned, saying goodbye to their GT counterparts, explaining that they needed to help everyone in their own universe. The GT team did the same, but a crack was heard. GT Goku looked up and saw that the space where they had fired the Kamehameha had ripped further open, almost as if the power they had emitted only worsened the situation. He felt cold. Future Trunks noticed it too, and before everyone left, he told them that they needed to collect the Dragon Balls and wish for things to return to normal. But with what set? The DBS Dragon Balls had been used by Zamasu. It would take a whole nother year for them to return to normal. The Black Star Dragon Balls were scattered through the universe. The Super Dragon Balls would take too long to find. It was obvious they only had one option, to find the GT Dragon Balls. This would be easy enough. After all, Pan and the rest were already doing that, and they had one Dragon Ball already. Pan took it out of her bag and smiled. But Ultimate Gohan focused on it and realized that there was a crack on it. He didn't think it would be anything important. Maybe they were damaged during the battle. He shrugged it off. But unknown to him, an even darker power loomed beyond. One that would require the power of multiple dimensions to keep the Earths safe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was a lot of fun to make. I know this was a long time in the making, and I'm very sorry about that, but I hope it was worth it. It was a fun time having to combine the two universes, and I'm looking forward to the next part. And also, thanks so much to Professor Chimp for helping me out with the story a little bit. I was really struggling with this one, but we bounced some ideas back and forth, and we really got the ball rolling. Guys, I can't believe it, but this is the first video I've put out after I made 100,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough. This is a dream come true, honestly, and I really hope that you guys continue to enjoy the content as we move forward. As always, leave in the comments down below any what if you want me to cover, and I'll try my best to get to some of them. The next video coming up is going to be a remake of What If Vegeta Was the First Super Saiyan. That was one of my earliest videos, and I was never really satisfied with the look of the video. I hope you guys will enjoy that one. I'm also planning What If Gohan Continued Training Part 3, What If Bardock's Squad Survived Part 2, and What If Goku and Vegeta Went Back in Time Part 5. There's also gonna be some non-what if videos here and there that I hope you guys will also enjoy. Shout out to the Super Saiyan Legend members of the channel: Rav, Anime Asteroid, Jiggly Booties, Ragav, Pro Gamer Shooter, Erica Brown, and Meg. Thank you guys for your support, it means a lot to me. Anyways, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to these guys who answered the Dragon Ball question of the week last week. The Dragon Ball question of the week this week is, what GT villain and what super villain should meet each other? Leave it in the comments down below, and start a discussion. Anyways guys, until we meet again. See ya!
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Smugstick, unless you want to be destroyed. Lord Beerus, that's hardly fair. But also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when he uploads new videos.